Host City 2023 took place in Glasgow under the theme of driving and reacting to change. In this report, we heard from a number of event owners, organisers and hosts to find out how they are driving and reacting to change in the major events industry.
I think the biggest change in the events industry now is we've got to be much more robust in terms of the value proposition of events. It's not just about the economic and the international profile. We've got to really demonstrate that events give real value to host locations, to host cities, to people in those locations, and really look at the social and community benefits.
I think to drive events in today's landscape is so much more than the event itself. It's about how to incorporate with the city. It's also about different sources of finances. And in the end of the day, how can we also use tech and the modern industry to activate the citizens and for them also to become our future spectators.
The change is that we need to be more sustainable, we need to react to a very full calendar, and we need to mix both of them. It is very important to be able to offer everyone a sustainable solution for their event organization. And I think that's going to be the challenge also for the next years.
A lot of things are changing in the event industry. It's a fact that actually less and less cities are bidding for major events such as Olympics or World Cups. So the way that we have to react in changes is to be more sustainable, to try to reduce instead of enlarge requirements, and to work together with stakeholders, with federations, to try to reduce requirements and to try to make events more livable and more sustainable.
And people expect sustainability, of course, and we try to do our best to do that, to cut the footprint of the games by 2 compared to previous games, to get rid of single-use plastic, and also to transform the way we build, the way we can use the River Seine, really try to answer the expectations in that field and move forward, show that major events can not just adapt, but also be a catalyst for change and showcase what our industry can do.
This is about taking a more transformative mindset to how we think about both event delivery, the fan experience, and everything in between. For us, as we consider the opportunity to host the games in 2028, we want to take advantage of the incredible, methods of delivery and, learnings from past events, while also continuing to push the boundaries and push the envelope of what we can actually, do. A lot of that is also core to the fabric of Los Angeles being a home of, entertainment and Hollywood, and really envisioning sort of, what's on screen creatively, what's next with technology.
We've talked about the return from the pandemic. Major event costs are growing exponentially through supply chains. But we've also got some brilliant new opportunities. Sportainment was a phrase that was coined this morning, where the fusion of sport and entertainment coming together to give a whole new experience.
Not only the entertainment portion, entertainment part of sports that is being integrated and incorporated into major sporting events. We're seeing a little growth in that, generating more mass participation in this. So we are looking and hoping that some of these events, be them major, be them minor, we can drive more interest from a youthful generation and others, like, including music and entertainment factors to some of the sports. And of course, most sports that we love in the state of Florida are very adrenaline flowing, so that brings us great participation. And that's kind of like the changes that we see come through.
And we've got a multitude of things happening, whether it's around sustainability, whether it's around bringing more females into the sport and making it more accessible, working with the youth and seeing how we can engage them in not only in the competition and event stage, but the job creation stage, through volunteering, through action programs, etc. So, and also technology, I think, is another area where Africa can really benefit from the events that we're putting on, and how we collate data in them and how we use those to not only engage the fans, but how we develop across the continent too.
From our point of view, it's about how do we use events to enhance, amplify, accelerate existing agendas in the city. So that's about how can we build a culture of physical activity, how can we impact on health and well-being, how can we drive economic regeneration.